Celeb Secrets is hanging out with Mac Forehand today. So excited to catch up with you. At least we're not in a blizzard today, you know?
Yeah, definitely a bit different than last time I saw you.
Totally. But I mean, since the last time I saw you, I feel like everything is just a whirlwind for you. And I'm so happy to see everything's coming together. We need to talk about this silver medal. So tell me more about the Olympic experience.
Before I talk about it, do you want to see it?
Yes, I do want to see it.
I have it right here in my pocket. I've just been carrying around with me this whole trip I've been here.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, here it is. It's really heavy. I wish you could hold it in person, but
I know. I wish I could have been in person to see it. Wow. I'm getting chills like just looking at it.
Very, very cool. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. I can't really explain it still. It's pretty surreal. Yeah, I've talked about it a lot since I've gotten here, and it's been cool to reflect on the whole process of how I got it. And yeah, it was a whirlwind of a trip. I was calling it kind of like a fever dream. The whole like 3 weeks we were there, it just went by, and it's done now. But no, it was so cool.
Oh my gosh. And how do you feel like this season is different from any other in your career? I mean, obviously we have the Olympic medal, but how is it a little different?
Yeah, it's been a crazy season. Just because like I've been so stressed out all year. I've been trying to qualify for this Olympic team, and we have one of the toughest teams to make with the US ski team. We've probably 7 or 8 guys that could have made that team, and only 4 spots. And last year, Alex Hall he already pre-qualified, so that's 1 spot gone. And then Troy Podmilsack won the first 2 events of the year, so he qualified his spot. And I was sitting there looking like maybe the 3rd or 4th spot, and it was definitely scary because of the talent we have with our guys on the team. So I went into the season just kind of like stressed. Honestly, it's been hard for sure. I mean, honestly, every scenario I just played in my head was I'm not going to make this team, which was it's a hard reality to not to think about that and to like go into the season with that kind of doubt. But yeah, went in, didn't have the best two contests that I competed in, and the first one got canceled, so that was one less opportunity. And then I went into Aspen with just like stressed out, and honestly, I had a little bit of a break after Christmas. Around Christmas time, I went to visit my girlfriend in Whistler, and we just kind of skied POW and enjoyed it out there. And then went into Aspen with a little bit of a different mindset, just to like go out and have fun and enjoy it. And it was pretty bad conditions out there too. It was snowing for us there, and walked out on top of that event and qualified my spot for the team. And from there, it was just have fun and just you go along for the ride, kind of.
I know, and I feel like everything just went up and up for you because you got that X Games gold.
Yeah.
And in that crazy, like there was no snow, anything before that. But of course, when you guys are competing and when everything was happening, it was just dumping down. I mean, you had to be really proud of yourself with that. And it was just kind of like the icing on the cake, you know?
100%. Yeah. Like that after winning at Aspen in the World Cup and then going back a week later and winning that event, I was like, okay, well, I'm on a high now. Like, let's go. Let's keep it going. And went to the Olympics, like super stoked. And slopestyle, unfortunately, didn't really go my way. I had such good training there, and like my rump was feeling really good, but it was hard. Like the rails were kind of the crux for me. Like I just kind of I had a run, but it was a really hard run, and I kind of ended my run there. And I was going into big air extra hungry. I was like, I've watched 3 of these podium ceremonies at the Olympics, 2 in Beijing didn't do well, and 1 in Milan, and I was like, okay, I want to be on that podium. So went into big air with a little bit of extra motivation, and I had to learn the trick and practice, which is I learned a couple tricks to like do what I wanted to do. I had done a switch triple 21 before in X Games. That's what I won with, but in the Olympics it's a bit different. You need 2 tricks. So I learned the nose butter 19 and 16 in training, or 16 and then 19 in training, and then did that trick perfectly in the contest. Like it could not have gone to better plan. Like I did it as best as I could do it. So then I had to one up myself on the last jump, and ended up away with silver medal, which is definitely cool.
It was wild. I got to watch it live at home, and you know, obviously we're familiar with you and your career, and we were cheering you on, and just to see like you get that silver medal and your reaction, I'm so happy for you. So tell me, like, what was kind of going through your mind through everything and kind of standing on this Olympic podium?
Yeah, I think even like the silver medal was cool, but I feel like to get a medal and to not it be like a really progressive event is a kind of a mixed feelings, you know? Like I've done that before where like you win, but it's not that special because not everyone was landing their runs or whatever. But this big air, I'm sure you heard, was like one of the craziest events that's ever happened in our sport. The progression that night was insane. I think Troy got 4th place with a switch 19 and a triple 21. Like that's insane to me that that's even like not on the podium. I qualified first, so I was dropping last for my first 2 runs, and then I was sitting in second going into or sitting in third place going into my last run.
Yeah.
So knew I had gotten a medal, which was awesome. But I was like, damn, I want to win this thing. So I had to go all out and go for it. And did a trick that I never tried before. No one's ever tried it before. It was the nose butter triple cork 2160.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a joke for my coaches in the beginning of the week, and it ended up being reality towards the end. So it's kind of funny to look back on and think about like that. But yeah, it was so cool to get my name announced and to stand on the podium with two good buddies of mine as well. And we all ski for faction skis too. So yeah, that was pretty cool and special. And those guys were really hyped in the office. I talked to them all. They're all freaking out over there. Like, yeah, it's definitely a moment I'll never forget. I think like it was so special.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've had industry respect for years. I mean, we've been watching you and seeing you grow, but does the Olympic medal kind of hit different?
Definitely. It's a big, like, kind of checkbox checked off now. Like, I wanted one. I don't even care what color it was, to be honest. Like, I just wanted a medal to walk away and, like, be on that podium, and it would be so cool. And, yeah, it's like a dream come true. I'm so satisfied. I don't think I've ever been – I mean, I've been satisfied from skiing. Like, skiing's obviously, like, the best thing ever. But from, like, a competitive standpoint, like, I've never been so satisfied.
I know you mentioned that, you were going back and forth with your coaches with this triple cork 2160, but can you take me more into that internal conversation and what that was like?
There are some tricks that you do for the first time and you're like, I don't want to ever do that again. But this one was like different. I like had done it and was like, that was pretty fun. Like it was scary, but it was fun. And like that feeling felt so cool to learn a new trick like that. And then I did it day 3 of training as well and felt really comfortable. And I watched that video back with my coaches and I was like, I could probably do a 21. And they were like, for sure you could do it. Like my coach Dave is like probably the most supportive dude I've ever met when it comes to trying new stuff. And which is a good thing for us. Like we need that little mental boost. Like you can do it for sure. Yeah. When he's like, I don't know if you should do it, you probably should try it. So it's good to have that support from him. I got 95s for both. And then I was going into my third run and I had 2 different sets of skis, one for switch takeoffs and one for like nose butter takeoffs because I knew I was doing those 2 like takeoffs. And I got to the bottom and I had to radio to Dave at the top of the air jump from one of my other coaches at the bottom, like, hey, like, what skis do I bring up? Like, what trick am I doing? Like, I don't even know what to do. He's like, bring both pairs. We'll talk at the top. And I was like, all right. So I brought both pairs up there. Me, Dave, and Watt and Ryan all talked up there. And he was like, I was like, I need a 2.5 point boost right now. Like I need to go up there. And I was like, I'm not going to get that by cleaning up whatever I did. Like I need to do something new. And they're like, I trust you. You can do it. And I was like, all right, let's do this thing. And there's a booth at the top, like an athlete lounge at the top of the jump. And me and the kid that was in first tour mod, just us 2 were sitting in there. And he was like, I was like, dude, like you're unbeatable right now. Like your scores are so high. And he's like, oh man, like you can do it. And I was like, all right. Cause it's just cool that he's like trying to push me like, yeah, go out and like try to one up me. Like it's what he wanted to do. So he can push himself too. Yeah. Not that necessarily like want to do that, but like it's a really cool feeling. And
sure.
Yeah, he gave me a big hug. I gave him a hug and I went outside, got my skis on and dropped in and did it. And yeah, and then obviously he bumped me back into second on his last hit, but it was just a moment. Like we're all down there, like in disbelief that we all had got. It was all of our first Olympic medals, I believe, too. So it's cool to be on that podium with those guys, and they're good friends of mine. So
I need the scoop on what the Olympic Village was like. You see these things online, and I was like, oh, I need the scoop. Like, how is it in there?
It was really cool. We were in Livigno, so it was a bit different. So in Milan, it was a proper village. We went and visited it at the end of the Olympics to just check it out. And Milan, it was a proper village, like big buildings, like little fun gaming zones and like watch zones and tons of stuff to do in the village. For us, we were in like pretty much like 4 hotels, like kind of put together as one Olympic village. So, but I think we had the nicest village maybe out of all of them. Out of like the 4, I think there were. We had this like proper spa, like infinity pool that goes outside and indoors, and there's like downstairs there's like 4 saunas, 4 steam rooms, like ice baths. Like really, really nice, and like all the athletes like use that stuff so much. But it was cool. And yeah, it was just like special to be a part of that. And I think our team, for some reason, had the nicest hotel rooms. Like me and Alex roomed together. And Alex had the downstairs and I had an upstairs floor in our room. So I had a separate, like we were balling, and we had like own bathrooms. Like I had a red light sauna in my room.
Wait, like, that's crazy.
And I was like, damn, like I wonder if everyone's room is like this. And the next day I was like, yeah, our room is like sick. And everyone was like, what are you talking about? We had like boxes. Like I was like, oh shit, sorry guys. Like that sucks, but we got hooked up. But it was really, really cool. And like me and Alex were in one room, and then Troy and Connor were down the hall. The girls that are also on our floor too. So like we were just having so much fun, all of
Yeah.
us together, and the food was incredible too. Like I ate pizza every single day, I think.
So nice.
Yeah,
So nice.
Pizza and pasta.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Who was the first person you called after you won your medal?
I called my sister. She was home in Connecticut, but
Yeah.
I was in the bar with my family, and my sister called my mom, and she gave the phone to her, and it was loud, and I couldn't really hear much what she said, but it was definitely like a special moment. She was freaking out. Like, it was really cool.
That's so cute. And what do you feel like is the most underrated part of the Olympic experience?
Well, that's a hard question. Maybe just, I mean, for us, like the spa was incredible. Like and it's like probably not talked about much, but like I know not every village has it, but like for us, the spa was like the best recovery zone ever. So I'd probably say that.
Okay, now serious question here. Do you still have Tina? And if so, where is she?
I do have Tina. Yeah,
Okay.
I was Tina, but no, I do have Tina. And I thought I lost her because
Oh no.
once you do well at the Olympics, they rush you to the tent, you get your podium outfit on, and they rush you back on. Like you're running around, people are keeping track of your stuff. Unfortunately, in all that process, my bib got lost. So I don't have my bib anymore. It was number 9 at Big Air. So if anyone watches this and sees that, like 9, it's gone forever though, and I think. But I do have Tina. I thought it was gone, but I got home back to Utah, and I asked my team manager, like, hey, where's my stuffed animal? Like, I don't know where it went. And she was like, it's in the orange box. I put it in there. You probably packed it up. So I found it.